On February 9, 2025, Sri Lanka experienced a nationwide power outage lasting approximately 5 hours, beginning around 11:30 a.m. local time. This blackout was triggered by a monkey that infiltrated a substation in a suburb south of Colombo and came into contact with a grid transformer. This contact caused an imbalance in the electrical system, leading to a cascade failure across the island. Let's explore the factors that led to this situation, the lessons the world can learn from it, and the strategies for effective mitigation methods. Due to severe power shortages and rising electricity costs, Sri Lanka significantly expanded its solar energy capacity between 2022 and 2024, adding nearly 1,000 megawatts to its national grid, which has a peak demand of approximately 2,500 megawatts. This rapid growth was unexpected by the country's government-owned transmission and distribution authority, and potential grid stability issues may have been overlooked. Sri Lanka's solar energy expansion is impressive, but it brings challenges. The duck curve phenomenon highlights the mismatch between midday solar surplus and evening demand spikes. This imbalance strains the grid, risking stability. It was a sunny Sunday with maximum solar generation and the lowest electricity demand in the country. Since small-scale solar output isn't monitored, the expected load at the time was around 1,600 megawatts, while unmonitored solar generation was estimated to contribute 600 megawatts or more. Baseload generation came from coal-fired units, which despite a total capacity of 900 megawatts, were operating at a reduced level of 473 megawatts. With most solar capacity unable to respond to sudden fluctuations and coal units being slow to adjust, the system was in a precarious position, relying on limited fast reserves for stability. Solar duck curve, a challenge faced by electricity grids with a high share of solar energy. Imagine a typical day. In the morning, demand is high, but solar generation is low. The grid relies on traditional power sources like coal and gas. By midday, solar production peaks, drastically reducing the need for conventional power. This creates a sharp dip in grid demand. In the evening, solar generation drops off quickly, just as demand surges when people return home. This results in a steep ramp up in power generation, putting stress on the grid. This pattern, when plotted on a graph, resembles the shape of a duck, which is why we call it the solar duck curve. Sri Lankan power grid experiences the duck curve phenomenon during low load and sunny days. A monkey at a substation triggered a short circuit, causing a critical failure. This unexpected event led to an automatic shutdown of several transmission lines, disrupting power flow across the grid. This led to a major loss of load. Due to non-responsive solar installations and the slow response of coal units, Sri Lanka experienced an oversupply of energy, resulting in an overfrequency event. This overfrequency event may have triggered the coal unit to trip, leading to an underfrequency event due to insufficient generation, ultimately causing a cascading failure. Sri Lanka's electricity grid operators managed to restore power using hydro stations and thermal plants. However, they were unable to bring the main coal units back online within 5 days, at the time this presentation was prepared. This will likely lead to a decline in Sri Lanka's precious water reserves and significantly higher costs due to increased reliance on gas and diesel generators. With limited resources available to Sri Lanka's power system, engineers and operators managed to restore the system within 6 hours. The National Grid safety mechanism shut down remaining power stations to prevent damage. This resulted in a total blackout across Sri Lanka, affecting homes, businesses, and essential services. Restoring power was challenging due to solar energy's intermittent nature. The government requested solar disconnection to stabilize the grid, while thermal and hydro plants were gradually restarted. Ensuring stability before reconnecting solar sources was crucial. The process highlighted the complexities of managing solar variability and the need for better grid integration strategies. The blackout underscored the importance of improved storage solutions for solar energy. Enhancing grid security and smarter load management strategies are essential to prevent future incidents. Thank you for watching. Let's build a brighter future by investing in renewable energy solutions. Your involvement is key to ensuring a stable and sustainable energy landscape for Sri Lanka.